And so I was elected in May, and when I was out canvassing, I was talking to a lot of the residents, and they said to me, well, actually, we don't really know who our local councillors are. We don't know what they do. And how do we find out information about it? So, with that in mind, you might see some of the plasmas on the screen. I started setting up a website about actually what I do, about the local issues in our ward, and also trying to give information to the local residents. Now, what I have also done recently is I've met with the head teachers of all the schools in my ward, which actually also is including Debden Park and Dartmouth. Now, when I had those meetings with those head teachers, it was with the pure intention to work out how I could get local young people more involved in my work and in Jen's work, because we are but two people. We also have other jobs to do, so we're not always available, but also, more importantly, we do not understand your audience as well as you do. So when I had these meetings with these two head teachers, I sat down and I said, right, well, look, here's some local problems. Debden Day. Has anyone heard of Debden Day?
Yep.
One, I heard that. So, that is when our local town centre partnership run a community event every summer, June time. We have a big high street called the Broadway, and we put on a community event. But the problem is, this year, it had an awful lot of antisocial behaviour. Unfortunately, some of the local shops decided to sell certain products that the local use decided to use coloured hairspray kind of stuff that you colour your hair in, and deface a lot of property. Now, that makes me angry in a number of different levels, because actually, that then already gives an image of young people that isn't well balanced, is it? Because actually, that is a small proportion of the youth in the community. And we've got all you sitting around here because you care about your community, and because you care about representing young people in a positive way. And then we've got certain young people that decide to take that. So, I'm aware you've done certain things in the past, certain projects you've worked on where you've delivered positive messages. So one thing I've been talking to Di about is actually working with the Youth Council to try and change things like that, so that next Debden Day, next June, in advance of that community event, we perhaps come up between us a campaign to reduce that kind of behaviour, so that we don't get that kind of thing happening again. Another idea. Who's heard of the One Shop Local? Anyone heard of One Shop Local? Good, one or two, I'll take that. It's the district council's way trying to help small businesses across the district, where there's a website and businesses can promote themselves on there and they can offer discounts. Okay, we all like a good discount, don't we? Do you like shopping? Yeah. But there's only about 2 or 3 traders down Broadway on there. Now, that's not laziness on their part a lot of the time, it's because actually a lot of these individual sole traders are getting on a bit in age and they don't understand technology like some people do. Now again, talking to these head teachers, you have IT students in your schools. And what we would like to do is involve your IT students in going to the Broadway with some iPads and helping all those traders populate their page on the One Shop Local. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah.
Empowering young people, showing a positive message for local traders that you can be involved and make something important in the community. Likewise, who's seen the Santa Claus poster thing on the table? I know this is going to be webcast, but Santa Claus, people, is in the room. I'm doing my community bit this Christmas because actually Our community in the Broadway area hasn't had many community events in the last couple of years. My general background as a day job, I organise a lot of events. But what I want to do is organise a community event with a positive message. And as a starting point to get the youth council involved in our area, I'd like to invite as many of the youth council along as possible to help out with this event. Because that is event one amongst a number of other events I would like to do in the community. Next summer, we have a gorgeous green space on the plasmas. Look at that beautiful green space. You know when you have an area in your own little place where you live that when the snow comes, everyone wants to snowboard and sledge and, well, that's it. But also, in the summer, what I would like to do is run a It's a Knockout. You know when you have big inflatables, big foam baths, teams of 10, trying to get teams of 10, either local businesses, local churches, local schools, local residents, all involved. And I want to get 25 teams together. So it's raising money for charity, but a big, positive, fun community event in our area. I'll be coming knocking on doors and on your doors again and saying, would you like to be involved? Some of you attend schools in the area, but also, you guys are good at doing events. I came along to your award event. You know, it's positive reinforcement to residents that counts at the moment, especially in this kind of season. Other things I'd like to help with. Consultation. We've got the local plan at district with all the councillors being involved. I think you guys might have got involved with that as well. But actually residents across the board do not feel like they get enough of a voice, okay, when council things happen. So we would like to also involve local young people in helping us get more residents and traders and schools and churches and all those other stakeholders involved in local consultation. Do these things sound like they're worth getting young people involved in? Because actually, you all have your part to play. Right? You're not just here for a bit of water, a bit of chat-chat. Okay? You actually want to be empowered to do things better. And your head teachers want you, as students in your schools, to actually be involved in projects that aren't from a textbook, that actually have real beef to a project that is real life situations. So I hope you feel, from me just sharing now, that there's some good ideas that you think are worthwhile to get young people involved in. Thank you. Is that a good one? Oh.
Does anyone have any questions for Councillor Girling?
I just wanted to say that, especially the summertime, using that hill, I think that's in particularly, it's like a really great thing to do, because we have loads of things that we do in the holidays, but then you always get those days when there's nothing to do, or you just don't do anything. So it'll be great it's like a good time to meet up with friends and stuff. So yeah, I just want to really compliment that. Yeah.
And what I would say on the back of that is that actually talking to the head teacher at government, we're talking about possibly organising a community football tournament that government potentially will host, like they did an amazing job with the Olympic Day, didn't they? And I spoke to Debden Park about possibly running another event. But it's using the schools as much as the fields in doing these kind of events. But thank you.
Do you know if there are any events happening further down in Loughton? Do you think there's any way you could liaise between them?
Well, for starters, there's the Loughton Loughton, and we want to see that grow. I know Sue Taylor that oversees that is very keen to do more and more events.
I think Leon's got some really good ideas, and why didn't I think of these ideas? But you know, Leon's a young man with lots of enthusiasm, and I'm really, excited about what he's thinking of getting you guys involved in.